The concept of a photograph is simple. It provides a means by which a person can record and preserve an experience. But photography as an invention has a rich and complex history with its creators. Photographs do more than record history. They tell our stories and allow us to connect with each other. What began as a method to capture a moment in time, accessible by few trained professionals and artists, has become a ubiquitous aspect of our existence. It is nearly impossible to imagine life as we know it without the ability to create and share our images at any given moment in time. To understand our relationship with photography, we need to start at the beginning.
Though this photo is odd, unfocused, and looks to be rather forgettable, it is actually extremely important, because this photo, the first photo, marks the beginning of a new era, an era of sharing, of telling stories, of enhanced communication. This photo marks the beginning of the era of photography.
At the advent of photography, pictures were being taken of simple things, namely people, families, and nondescript places. These photos were served as physical manifestations of important memories and were both expensive and labor-intensive to produce. One picture could take as many as 8 hours to be completed in full.
As time went on, the popularity of cameras grew, and with it, so did the availability of the technology. By the 1900s, cameras, such as the Kodak Brownie, were being used all over the world, most notably in Europe during the First World War. This period marked a turning point at which photographs were being routinely used to capture and tell specific stories in a photojournalistic fashion.
Even today, professional photographers continue the tradition of artisans and photojournalists of the past, recognizing the value of this unique medium of communication. Tom Higgins, a modern-day professional photographer, shares his thoughts on the importance of photography.
What about photography do you love?
Capturing real-time moments as they unfold.
Is there a photographer that inspires your photos?
Oh boy. I guess it depends on, again, what we're talking about. Nature photography, Ansel Adams, of course, photojournalism, quite a few to name, but the most important, I think, was Henri Cartier-Bresson.
What's your favorite kind of photograph?
One that tells a story.
How has the camera changed everyday life today?
Through capturing moments in history and preserving them for eternity.
With the advent of modern-day accessibility to photography, the nature of the communication and what it means to us has changed. Nearly everyone has the ability to create photographs, but is this positive? With photography, we create identities rather than using it to be introspective. We document everything, everywhere, not just the most compelling moments worthy of remembrance. We share so many photos of ourselves using social media that our privacy becomes nearly impossible to maintain.
But even those who aren't professionals now have the ability to document their own narratives in the way that they want. We are able to send important messages to others using photographs and have the overwhelming capability to enrich human experience.
It's critical that in our changing relationship with photography, we don't lose sight of its true value, the ability to communicate with and learn about ourselves and others.